Hello everybody, welcome to EduTap. I hope you guys are doing absolutely good. Please do let me know if my voice and if my screen is properly audible to all of you. I hope everybody is following the weekend marathons of EduTap and you all are doing good. So please let me know if I'm properly audible and visible. In the chat box, I'm waiting for your commands. Right. I think everything is going good. Right. So today we have SEBI Grade A weekend marathon for Commerce and Accounts. Today our target is to solve 50 conceptual questions which are related to phase 1. Right. So without wasting much of the time, let's start with the marathon. First of all, if you are new to our YouTube channel, then please subscribe to it. Right, and if you want to get the PDF of this particular class, then you can join the Telegram channel of EduTap. The link of Telegram channel is given in the description box below. At the same time, let me remind you that these are your weekly marathons. Till now, we have completed 3 weekly marathons. We have completed the marathon of management. Yesterday, Jaskaran sir has completed the marathon of Companies Act. Today, we are doing the marathon of Commerce and Accounts. And in the coming weeks, you will see that we will do weekend marathons of costing, economics, and finance also. Right, so this is your 3rd weekly marathon which we are doing for Commerce and Accounts, and the objective of this particular weekly marathon is what? To give you phase 1 level of questions so that you can practice and keep revising the important concepts. Right, with that introduction, let's start with the first question, which is question number 1 on my screen. Now, to remember, the level is of phase 1. So in phase 1, we expect certain easy to moderate question, 6 to 7 questions or 7 to 8 questions, depending upon the examiner needs. They will ask you in Commerce and Accounts. So let's try to answer question number 1 first of all. Will there be marathons for paper 1? The answer is yes. These are weekend marathons. So weekend marathons are only for paper 2. But for your full marathons, which are your MA marathons, which will start very soon, you will get the schedule on our YouTube channel itself. In MA marathons, we will conduct marathons for phase 1 paper 1 and for phase 2 paper 2 again. So a lot to do. Chaliye, first answer question number 1. Let's try to revise the basics. In measurement, what type of transactions are considered during the process of accounting? So do remember, whenever you are doing any transaction for accounting, you will only record quantitative transactions and not qualitative. Quantitative transactions are those transactions which can be measured in money. Right, and remember, certain transactions in the accounting concepts are known as what? Economic events. Economic events are those events which will be measured in money. At the same time, they will impact the financial health of the company. Economic events can be of 2 types, internal and external. Internal economic event can be what? Salary paid to employees. External economic event can be what? Sales made to customer. In both these transactions, there will be a monetary value. Right, so this is very basic question, and yes, this is based on your previous year question only. So whatever questions I have today, they are formulated on the design of previous year questions, and the level over here is of phase 1. Right, yes, the first answer will be option number A, which is quantitative. So my first answer will be option number A. Let's move to question number 2. Question number 2 is on your screen now. Question number 2 says what? Accounting starts with dash financial transactions and ends with accounting information. Please tell me the right answer for question number 2. Now in accounting, we have 4 different processes, right? First you identify, then you record, then you do other different activities, and the last one is your communicating. Right? Identifying, recording, measuring, recording, identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating. Right, so what will be the right answer for question number 2? What will be the right answer for question number 2? Accounting starts with what and it ends with what? See, the end part is communication and the start part is identifying. So my correct answer will be option number 2. Now the first 2 chapters are very basic. So these questions have been picked from those basic chapters only. Right, so first you start identifying whether that particular transaction you have to record or not. then you try to measure it, then you try to record it, and then you communicate your information to the interested users of the organization. So my correct answer will be option number D. Good. Everybody who gave the answer is D. Good. Your basic concepts are clear. Right. Now let's move to question number 3. Question number 3, everybody, please try to answer it. Question number 3, everybody, please try to answer it. All of you. Question number 3, everybody, please try to answer it. Dash is a process of grouping the transactions of one nature at one place in a separate account. So if you have to group transactions of one nature at one place, it is what kind of account or what kind of activity is this? Please tell me the answer of question number 3. Dash is the process of grouping the transactions of one nature into one place. Right? So you have rent account. So in the rent account, you are putting all the activities of rent at one place. What is this called as? Classifying. Many of you are going with B. Yes, the correct answer of question number 3 will be classifying only, because you are putting all the things into one particular manner. Now tell me whether rent account will have a debit balance or a credit balance. Rent account will have a debit balance or a credit balance. Yes, rent account will have a debit balance because it's an expense which you have paid. All the expenses which you pay will have a debit balance. Likewise, all the incomes or profit which I have received, they will have which kind of balance? Debit or credit? Please tell me. All the expenses are having debit balance, but all the incomes or profit which I am receiving, that will have which kind of balance? That will have your credit balance. Right? Therefore, in accounts we generally say increase in expenses is always debited. Increase in profit and income is always credited. Right? Tell me one more thing. If I am making capital account will have a debit or a credit balance? Capital account will have which kind of balance? Debit or credit? Tell me. Capital account will again have credit balance because capital is a liability. All the liabilities which you have in your business will have a credit balance. Assets on the other side have debit balance. So revise it. This is very, very important. Right? So answer will be option number B for question number 3. Question number 4, everybody. Question number 4. Yes, very good. Nominal account includes what? Your income and expenses. Right? Real account includes your assets, multiple type of assets, and your personal account includes the people like debit, creditor and whatnot. Like personal account is associated to one particular person, you can say. Chaliye, next question. Capital, credit, very good. Question number 4. Information provided by the accounting should be factual and verifiable. It should be free from errors and biasness. Now, it should be such that users can depend upon the financial information given. The given description describes which essential qualitative character of accounting information. Please tell me the answer. Relevance or none of the above? Ambika is going with B, reliability. Rajvardhan is going with none of the above. Objectivity principle can be applied. Information provided by the accounting should be factual and verifiable. It should be free from error and bias. Yes, so please tell me. Relevance means that it should be related to the current time. Right? Reliability means that I can rely on that particular information. It should be error free. Right? And then you have comparability. Comparability means that I can compare your statements to the other statements. Understandability means what? That it should be easy to understand. What will be the right answer? Yes, the correct answer will be option number B, which is reliability. Now see, over here they have written errors and biasness, and reliability deals with it. But yes, to an extent you can say that you have to make objectivity also. Objectivity comes with your verifiability. But over here I have to look for other keywords also. So error and biasness was there. Therefore my answer will be option number B, reliability, and not option number E. Right? So the correct answer will be option number 2, which is option number B. So those who have given reliability, very, very good. Reliability basically means that I can rely on the information which the accounting manager has provided to me. So it should be error free. Right? Now let's come to question number 5. Everybody. Now let's come to question number 5. Everybody, please try to solve. Question number 5. Question number 5. According to the business entity principle, business is treated as a separate unit and a distinct from its what? Owners, promoters, shareholders, all of the above or none of the above. Business entity concept basically says that your business is an artificial company and your owners are different, right? Now because of this entity concept only we have the accounts of capital and drawing. I hope you recall, right? Capital and drawings. Whatever money is introduced by the owner will be introduced in the capital account. Whatever money which has been withdrawn by the owner from the business will be shown in drawings account. So what will be the correct answer for question number 5? According to the business entity concept, please tell me question number 5. Question number 5, everybody. 5th, D or A? Yes, if you see, the correct answer will be option number A. Now tell me, if I make this particular statement. Statement number 1 is that we do accounting for the owner of the business. Is this true? Accounting is done for the owner of the business. Owner of the business. Is this true or not? Tell me your right answers in the chat. Please tell me your right answers in the chat. The correct answer is false. Why? Because we do accounting for business, not for the owner of the business. Right? This is false. At the same time, can I say this? At the same time, can I say this? That due to this particular principle, we know that capital account is different and your drawing account is different. But due to this particular principle, can I say that capital is a kind of a liability, not pure liability, but a kind of a liability for a business? Confusion between A and D. See, owners are sometimes also known as promoters. So therefore, the answer will be option number D only. Please tell me the right answer for question number 5. Yes, capital is a kind of a liability because of this particular entity principle. Because at the end of your, I would say what? At the end of the business tenure, company has to return the capital back to the owners. So definitely, if you see, when you are making your liability, first thing which you enter in the liability is capital only. So capital becomes a kind of a liability but not a pure liability. I hope you are able to understand. So the correct answer over here will be option number D. Right. Okay. Next question is question number 6. Question number 6. Everybody, please try to answer this. Question number 6. From the given options, identify which of the following cannot be considered as the fundamental accounting assumption. Question number 6. From the given options, identify which of the following cannot be considered as a fundamental accounting assumption. Like there are 3 accounting assumptions which are fundamental. Those goes by the name of CAG. Right? Consistency, accrual and going concern. I hope you recall it, all of you. Capital is internal liability. Okay, this makes sense. What will be the answer of question number 6? From the given options, identify which of the following cannot be considered as a fundamental accounting assumptions. Yes, principle of conservatism is not a fundamental principle. Can you tell me the other name of principle of conservatism? Can you tell me the other name of principle of conservatism? What will be the other name of principle of conservatism? Because capital, see, liability means what? That you have an obligation to pay it back under a particular fixed period of time. For example, if you take a loan will have a maturity. But in capital, there is no maturity. It will be there with you for an n number of years. Only when the business is getting winding up, only when the business is closing up, then only you will return the capital. Therefore, it's pure, like to remember the concept, we generally say that capital is not a pure liability. Why? Because there are other liabilities like non-current liability and current liability. These you have to address. These liability you have to dispose under a particular fixed period of time. But capital you don't have to return under one particular period of time. You can keep capital as long as the business is surviving. That's why generally I say this. Yes, please answer question number 6. Yes, this is known as principle of prudence. Principle of prudence means what? That I will make my like I will try to make sure that I play against all the losses. Like I have to play against safe. I have to play safe against all the losses, but I will not overestimate my profit. So it's like a kind of a hedging behavior if you know finance. Right? Going concern is a fundamental principle wherein you assume that your business will continue for as long as possible. Consistency is following one particular principle over the same number of years. Accrual is a very, very important principle. Accrual says that you have to record the transaction as and when they have happened or when your right realizes. You do not have to wait for cash to come. Right? So the correct answer over here will be option number A. Right. Now let's move ahead to question number 7. Question number 7. As per which of the following accounting principle contingent liabilities are shown in balance sheet? Which of the following accounting principle contingent liabilities are shown in the balance sheet? बताइए. Which of the following principles basically tells you that you have to have contingent liabilities under balance sheet? Please tell me the right answer. Dual expect, principle of full disclosure, principle of materiality, going concern concept, or accrual. You have to record contingent liabilities because of what? See, dual expect basically says that every account will have or every transaction will have two-sided effect. One account will be debited, another account will be credited. Principle of materiality basically says that you have to record only those transactions which are meaningful or which are kind of impacting your business in a big financial sense. For example, if I purchase rupees 10 ka samosa, then definitely this is not material for me because this is very immaterial, right? Going concern, we already know that we have a long future to go. Accrual, we also know. What will be the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer will be option number B. Contingent liabilities are shown as per the principle of full disclosure because you have to disclose all the material fact. You have to disclose all the material facts. Full disclosure leads to transparency. Full disclosure leads to transparency, and definitely transparency is also important in business these days. Right? Now tell me the name of that particular principle which says that you have to record all the different transactions in one particular monetary term. In one unit you have to record all those transactions. What is the name of that particular principle? Please tell me. Contingent liabilities. B. Yes, B will be the correct answer. Tell me the name of that particular principle which says that you have to record all the business transactions in one unit, by which I mean rupees. Please tell me. So please give one example of contingent journal entry. Contingent liabilities are shown in your balance sheet, right? That this might happen in future as a working note. Yes, the correct answer will be money measurement. Money measurement. Very good. Right? And I hope you remember that accrual also have one particular concept which is revenue recognition. Right? Which accounting standard deals with revenue recognition? Which accounting standard deals with revenue recognition? Tell me, is it AS2, is it AS9, is it AS11, AS13 or AS10? Which accounting principle deals with revenue recognition? Simple question. Yes, AS9. Very good. AS2 is for inventories. Remember, don't get confused. So my answer will be option number B. Right? Question number 8 on your screen now. Question number 8. During the period of inflation, the figure of net profit is depicted by the profit and loss account may not be accurate because of what? Now in inflation, the prices of the product rises, and because of that, the net profit which you are showing in your profit and loss account may not be accurate because of which particular principle? Please tell me the correct answer of question number 8. Please tell me the correct answer of question number 8. All of you. Historical matching, principle of prudence, dual expect. See, prudence you can remove, dual expect also you can remove. So either you are confused with matching or historical. The correct answer will be historical principle, because you have to ignore all the current events and you have to record your profits, your assets on an historical cost only. So my answer will be option number B. A straightforward direct question, and this is the level of phase 1 question. Okay, in phase 2 you might get these questions, but the probability is low. Question number 9. Now we are trying to understand the impact of a transaction on accounting equation. Accounting equation, balance sheet equation. We all know that assets is equals to your liabilities plus your capital. Right? So please tell me the answer for question number 9. What will be the impact of following transaction on the accounting equation? Cash withdrawn by proprietor. Right? Cash withdrawn by proprietor. Cash withdrawn by proprietor from business. Please tell me. So if a cash has been withdrawn, my current assets will fall. So definitely assets will reduce. At the same time, what will happen? At the same time, what will happen? 9th C, increase in liabilities. Quite unique. How can it increase your asset, Himanshu? How it can increase your assets? If somebody is withdrawing cash, your cash will reduce, right? So my current assets will fall. So how it can be increase in assets? Ambika is going with B. Arjun is also going with B. Yes, the correct answer will be B, because your assets will surely reduce, and you know that cash withdrawn by a proprietor will be considered as drawings. Drawings is considered as reduction in your capital, so therefore the capital will also reduce, and capital reduces, decrease in capital and decrease in assets. So my answer will be option number B. Now this question was easy, but I don't know why you took so much time to answer it, right? So remember, capital introduce will increase the capital and cash, but capital withdrawn will decrease the capital, which basically is drawings, and your cash will also reduce, right? Very basic stuff. I hope you all are aware about it. Question number 10. Question number 10. Come on, we have to solve 50 questions today, which will test your multiple concepts. Question number 10, everybody. Which of the following correctly depicts the effect of accounting equation on the outstanding expenses? Outstanding expenses. Now we are dealing with an expense. Outstanding expense will do what? Effect of accounting effect on accounting equation for outstanding expenses. This is what the question is asking to all of you. Right, outstanding expenses is your liability. Which liability? Current liability. So my current liability will surely increase. But will it impact my assets? No, right? Because outstanding expenses are there. What will be your answer? Will it impact my assets? I don't think so, because outstanding expense is a kind of your current liability. 10th D, 10th C, or Adarsh is going with B. I think that's the answer for previous question. Rishi is going with C. Himanshu is also going with C. Arjun is going with D. Yes, the correct answer will be option number C only, because it will not impact your asset, right? You have not paid your expenses. It's just outstanding. It is just outstanding. It is not said that you have paid outstanding expenses. Once you pay, then definitely your current assets will fall. But in the question, it is clearly said that what will be the correct accounting equation effect for outstanding expenses. So outstanding expenses will definitely increase my liability, which is my current liability. So option number A and B are eliminated straight away. Right? So in both option C and D, it is clearly given increase in liability. Now, outstanding expenses will not impact your assets, so my answer will be C. And why it will decrease my capital? Because outstanding expenses will reduce my profit. Once your profit reduces, your capital will boundly reduce, will surely reduce, because profits are in the end added to capital only. So if your profits are reducing, your capitals will also reduce. Therefore, the correct answer will be option number C for the next question, which is question number 10. Right? So tell me your score out of 10 questions. What is your score out of 10? Assuming 1 for every correct and 0.25 negative, 0 for an attempt. What is your score out of 10? Everybody, please let me know your score. If you are scoring 8 plus because these questions were easy, then definitely you are going on very good track. But anything below 8, you need a revision. And why I'm saying 8? Because these questions were easy. Adarsh is saying 10 out of 10. Rishi is saying 9 out of 10. Arjun is saying 8. Very good. Anything above 8 is very good or excellent category. Right. Now let's move forward to the next question, question number 11. Very basic question. And this is the level of phase 1, my friends. You might think that these questions are very easy, but in phase 1 you will expect certain questions. We will do some numericals, don't worry. But first try to answer question number 11. Question number 11, everybody. Question number 11, all of you please try to answer question number 11. Question number 11, everybody. Please try to answer question number 11. A firm XYZ company made a credit sale in January 2021 of 10,000 and by 31st March they had received only 7,000 with 3,000 still receivable. So 10,000 was sold, out of which 7,000 is received, 3,000 is not received till the end of the financial year, which is 31st March. How much revenue will be recognized in the books of accounts in the year ending 31st March 2021? So if you are doing cash accounting, then 7,000, but the business will do accrual accounting because this is the fundamental principle, and as per accrual accounting you will take the amount of 10,000 only. Why? Because you will recognize your revenue as and when the right to receive that particular revenue arises. So my answer will be option number C only. Yes, revenue recognition or accrual principle, whatever you want to apply, you will apply the same principle and you will get the correct answer only. So my answer will be option number C only. Let's move to journal entries now. Question number 12. Now journal entries के लिए you need to remember the rules. I hope you recall it. Now you can recall it via multiple ways, but I recall it like this. Real account, increase in asset is debited. Decrease in asset is credited. Right? Recall with me. Come on. If you have nominal account deals with your income and expenses. An increase in income is always credited. A decrease in income is always debited. An increase in expenses is always debited. A decrease in expense is always credited. Right? And then we have your personal account as well, which deals with your debtors and creditors. But if you remember these things, then definitely all of your things will become easy. If goods of 20,000 are purchased on credit from Vinayak, which of the following journal entry will be passed? Goods are purchased on credit from Vinayak. So your creditors is increasing, so your liability is increasing. Right? So increase in liability is credited. And this time you are doing a credit purchase. So Vinayak will become your creditor, which you have to pay. So Vinayak account will be credited. Purchases is like your inventory is increasing. Or you can say purchases is the kind of a law as an expense also. Increase in expense, increase in asset is always debited. So by both the ways, purchases account will be debited and Vinayak account will be credited. So my answer will be option number A itself. I don't have to read further. Right? And always remember, when you remember regarding assets, for liability the rules is increase in liability is credited, decrease in liability is debited. I hope you recall all of this stuff. Right? If the transaction is like this, that Vinayak, the goods are purchased on cash, then the answer will be option number B. Then it will be purchases account debit to cash. But in this case you are purchasing on credit, so my answer will be option number A. Right? 12, the answer will be option number A. Question number 13. Payment of wages for the installation of machinery will be recorded as what? If you are purchasing a machine and you are paying wages for the installation of machine, so it will be considered as what? First of all, you have to record the journal entry. But to record the journal entry, you should remember that if you are installing the machinery, any expenses which you have done on the installation will be considered as the part of cost of machinery as well, because of cost principle. Cost principle के तहत the wages which you are paying will be the part of machinery itself. So what will be your journal entry? 13th, D. How it can be D? Debit machinery, credit wages. To what logic you are crediting wages? To what logic you are crediting wages? Capitalized. Payment of wages on installation of machinery will be recorded as what? Simple question. Payment of wages for installation of machinery will be recorded as what? Simple question. Machine to cash, simple. So answer will be option number A only. Right? Why we are going with D? I don't have any logic for that. But seriously, it is like simple question. Payment of wages for installation of machine. So any expenditure which is done on the machine during the installation will be included in the cost of machine itself. So for example, if my machine cost is, let's say MRP is 10,000, I have paid certain road tax of 2,000, I have paid certain kind of production tax again of 2,000, I have paid any kind of wages for the installation of 1,000. So will I record the machine at 10,000 or at 15,000? Yes, your answer will be 15, because as per cost principle, you have to include all these expenses in the machine cost itself. Right? Yes, the answer will be option number A. Right? And why we are debiting machine? Because the value of machine is increasing. You are bringing the machine. You are bringing the machine in your company. Right? So machine account, which is an asset, increase in asset is always debited and cash is going out. Decrease in asset is always credited. So your answer will be machine to cash. So my answer will be option number A. Easy question. I don't know why many people went wrong on this. Question number 14. Question number 14. Question number 14 now. Question number 14 says, in a big business institution, it is not easy to record all the transaction in one journal. And I hope you remember, in journal you do the chronological entries, right? Chronological entries means what? Recording the transaction date wise. Right? In big business, it is not easy to record all the transactions in one journal and post them into various accounts. So for easy and accurate recording, we do transactions under subsidiary books. The correct answer will be what? Subsidiary books. My next question to you is, how many subsidiary books are there? How many subsidiary books are there? So you know, right, that we have purchase book, purchase return, sales return, cash book also. We have bills receivable, bills payable, and your journal proper. So in total, there are 8 subsidiary books which we have. Right? 8 subsidiary books. Remember, my friends, in total we have how many questions? I have seen 14 questions from chapter 1 as well. No, this is chapter 4, my friend. If I go as per the list of chapters as per the EduTap, like in EduTap, the chapter number 1 is what? Introduction. Chapter number 2 is theory base. Chapter number 3 is recording of transaction. This is chapter 4, wherein we are dealing with subsidiary books. So how it is chapter number 1? Illogical comment. Next question. Yes, it will be subsidiary book. So my subsidiary book, cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, bills receivable, bills payable, and journal proper. In cash book, you will record all the cash transaction. Credit purchases will be recorded in purchase book. Sales book is for your credit sales. Purchase return, as the name suggests, it is for purchase return only, but it is for only those purchases return which you have done in credit. Sales return also. Bills receivable, bills payable will deal with your BR and for your trade receivables, right? Bills payable will be recorded in bills payable. Journal proper is like anything which is not recorded in 1 to 7 will be recorded in topic number 8, which is your journal proper. Next question again from chapter number 4. In the context of subsidiary books in accounting, which of the following is incorrectly matched? Application based question. Try to answer this. In the context of subsidiary books in accounting, which of the following is incorrectly matched? Which of the following is incorrectly matched? Tell me the right answers of this particular question. Please let me know the right answer of this particular question. All of you, please answer this particular question. What will be the correct answer? A. Purchase of goods from MA Limited. Purchase of stationery in cash. Depreciation of building. Sales of good in exchange of cash. What will be the correct answer for question number 15? Yes, in 15 the correct answer will be option number D, because sale of good for exchange of cash will be recorded in cash book, not in sales book. So my correct answer will be option number D, because you have to identify the incorrect one. Tell me, prepaid insurance will be recorded in which particular book? Prepaid insurance will be recorded in which particular book? Prepaid insurance will also be recorded in your journal proper. I hope you are able to correlate with me. Next question. Which of the following is incorrect with respect to depreciation? Which of the following is incorrect with regard to depreciation? Depreciation means what? Wear and tear of your asset, a gradual decrease in the value of your asset. Journal entry is what? Depreciation account debit to asset. Chaliye, next question. Next question, question number 16. Which of the following is incorrect with respect to depreciation? Depreciation declines the book value of assets. Yes, it definitely does. It is included in the value of loss due to inflection of time, usage and obsolescence. Yes, depreciation is a kind of a loss only. It is a continuing process. Obviously, yes, because as soon as your machine is purchased, you will apply depreciation. Depreciation is deducted before calculating taxable profits. Obviously, yes. So none of the above statement looks incorrect to me. Right, none of the above option looks incorrect to me, so answer will be option number E. The answer will be option number E only. Right, and I hope you remember that depreciation is a non-cash loss or a non-cash expense. Cool. Next question we have is from question number 17. Again taken the question from depreciation. This time you have to tell me the amount that is depreciable. Then its depreciable cost is what? A machine is purchased for 60,000. It's expected to have a useful life of 10 years. At the end of 10th year, it is expected to have a sale value of 6,000. But the expenses related to the disposal are estimated to be 1,000. What will be the correct answer for question number 17? All of you, please try to answer this. All of you, please try to answer this. Please, everybody, try to answer this. I hope you will give the right answer for question number 17. 55 or 54 or 56. Machine is purchased for 60,000, right? In the end, you are bound to receive 6,000, right? But you will have to pay 1,000 extra. So your net realizable value is not 54, rather it's 55 only. So the correct answer will be option number C, 55,000. Right? Could you please tell me, is there any difference in SEBI and EPFO accounts? No, they are same only. Whatever you study in EPFO, that can be used in SEBI. But in SEBI, you have to study a lot for your accounting standards. Right? Accounting standards in EPFO, you would have just read some basic things. But in SEBI, you have to increase your coverage. But the basic remains the same. Question number 18 now. Now we are moving ahead to trading profit and loss account. So this is my chapter number 7. Please try to address now. Slowly and steadily we are covering all the chapters one by one. And in 50 questions you cannot expect me to cover detailed coverage of each and every chapter. Right? So we are covering the most important topics which will test your basics only. Question number 18. The trading and profit and loss account is prepared under which attribute of accounting? Trading and profit and loss account is prepared under which attribute of accounting? Is it for summarizing? Is it for recording? Is it for classifying? Is it for analysis and interpretation? Analysis and interpretation. 18th. It is for summarizing. Yes, the correct answer will be option number A. Analysis and interpretation, yes, it can be right, but as per the attributes, it will be under summarizing only, because you summarize the entire profit or losses journey of your business of the past 1 year. So summarizing looks very, very correct. Analysis and interpretation, like, you can do analysis and interpretation, but as per the bookish knowledge, the correct answer will be option number A only. Right? A will be the correct answer. Good. Right? Now allow me to move ahead to the next one. Very basic questions. 19. So this is your chapter number 6, trial balance. Trial balance might match in spite of presence of what? Trial balance might match in spite of presence of what? Now trial balance, generally if it is matching, you can say that yes, I have done good accounting, but you cannot say that 100% my accounting is error free, right? Because there are some compensating errors. Compensating errors means what? That your debit and credit effect will be equal. So you have some compensating errors and non-compensating as well. So try to answer this question. Errors of complete omission, principals or commission. See, errors of complete omission is a compensating error. Why? Because you have completely omitted the transaction. But error of principal is also a compensating error. So my answer will be option number D. Error of commission. Error of commission means what? Clerical mistakes. Right? That you have done wrong posting, the total is wrong and all that stuff. It's a kind of a laziness mistake. So error of commission can be compensating or it cannot be compensating. You have to read about it. You have to understand its impact. But for complete omission and principal, definitely they are compensating only. So my answer will be option number D. Yes, partial omission is your non-compensating. Good. But the correct answer over here will be option number D and not option number A. Right? So 19th, the correct answer will be D. Now coming to 20th one. Coming to 20th. If a trial balance does not tally even after many efforts, then which of the following account is opened? So you have done your best. Debit and credit balances are written. Right? Debit and credit balances are written. But your trial balance is still not matching. Your trial balance is still not matching. Then what account you will use? Yes, I will be using suspense account, and the balance of suspense account will always be debit. Is this true or false? The balance of suspense account will always be debit. Is this true or false? You only tell me. The balance of suspense account can be debit or credit both. Right? It can be debit or credit both. It depends that where you are putting that suspense account. So my answer will be false. Now I'm taking some names of the account. You have to just tell me whether they will have a debit or a credit balance. Let's start with machine. Machine. Then you have to tell me for sales. Then you have to tell me for sales return. Then you have to tell me for capital. Capital we have discussed. It's a credit balance only. Okay, capital will have a credit balance. So I will write it over here. Then you have to tell me for trade receivables. Then you have to tell me for your bills payable. Bills payable. चलिए बताइए. Machine will have a debit balance because machine is an asset. Sales is your income, so you will have a credit balance. This was what? Sales return. Sales return is what? Sales return is your contra revenue, which is a kind of a loss, so it will have a debit balance. Capital will have a credit balance. Trade receivables is your debtors, so you will have a debit balance. Bills payable is your liability, so you will have a credit balance. Right? All of you agreed or not? All of you agreed or not? Like on this question itself, we have solved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions additionally. Right? And yes, you can get these questions in your exam as well. Cool. Now let's move forward to the next question, question number 21. Come on, we have to increase. We have to maintain our pace. The party which is ordered to pay the amount on bill of exchange is known as what? The party who is ordered to pay the bill of exchange is known as what? So you have drawer who is making the bill, drawee who is accepting the bill, and then you also have a payee. Payee is the one person who is actually paying the bill. And then what is the correct answer for this question? Yes, the party who is ordered to pay the amount is drawee, because he is that particular person who will pay you. That person is accepting the bill. You can also remember it like this. Right? So this is known as bills of discounting. So you will have a discount factor also, which is a bank in generally in these cases. Right? Drawee, the party who is ordered to pay. Ordered to pay. Right? So it will be drawee, not drawer. Drawer is the party who issues the bill. Right? Drawer will give the condition to drawee that you have to pay. Next question is also easy. Question number 22. Question number 22. Question number 22. Refusal by the acceptor to pay the bill on maturity date is known as what? Question number 22. Question number 22. Okay, we will repeat, Arjun, don't worry. But first try to answer question number 22 because we have reached on this question. So once we solve this question, then we will solve the question related to the previous one. Please try to answer this. Yes, pay is the ultimate receiver. Agreed. Yes, this is known as dishonor of bill. Dishonor. Right? Now these are different terms. So let's just go back to the last question. Like for example, if let's say Mahesh sold certain goods to Soham. Okay, and this sale has been made on credit. This sale has been made on credit. Right? Now once the goods are sold from Mahesh to Soham on credit, Soham will say that I will pay you the amount of rupees 10,000 after 2 months. After how many months? 2 months. So in this case, what will happen is your Mahesh will definitely be a drawer. Why? Because he will be drawing a bill of exchange. Bill of exchange is a kind of a document which basically proves that yes, Soham will pay some amount to Mahesh. And who will make this particular bill? Mahesh will make it. Right? Mahesh will make it. So Mahesh is known as what? Drawer. Now once Mahesh makes this particular bill, the bill will be sent to Soham. Soham will be signing this particular bill. Soham will be signing this particular bill. So he is known as drawee. Drawee. The opposite of drawer is drawee. You can remember it like this. Right? And then you have a party who is known as a bank. Now this bank will be used in that particular case only when the discounting happens. Discounting means what? That you are looking for some urgent funds. Pay is the payee. Pay is that particular person who is actually collecting the money. Payee is ultimate receiver, as Rishi has quoted in the chat also. It's the ultimate receiver. Right? So my answer over here will be what? My answer over here will be option number order to pay, right? So you are giving order to Soham, so it will be drawee. Right? Now, question number 2, refusal of acceptor to pay the bill is known as dishonor. Retirement of bill means what? That you have retired the bill before maturity itself. So it's early redemption of the bill. So that's retirement. Rebate is basically the discount which you get on your bills. Discounting of bill is that you have used bank and you have discounted the bill to get some urgent money. Clear, everybody? If it is not clear, then please let me know. We will again try to explain. Right? So now let's move ahead. The answer over here will be dishonor. So answer is option number A. Question number 23. Retirement, Himanshu, as I told you, it is early payment of that particular bill. Just explain drawer, drawee and payee. This I have explained. Drawer is the person who makes the bill. Drawee is the person who accepts the bill. Payee is the ultimate receiver. Question number 23. Choose the correct chronology of assignment of profits from the profit and loss account. So if you are making your income statement, then what will be the correct chronology of profits? Correct chronology of profits will be what? First, you will be finding your gross profit, which is sales minus COGS. Right? Then you will be finding your operating profit, which we also call it as EBIT. Right? EBIT is your gross profit minus operating expenses. Right? Then you calculate your profit before tax, and then you calculate your profit after tax. Profit before tax is calculated by adjusting EBIT through your non-operating expenses reduced, and your non-operating incomes are added. And from your PAT is like PBT minus the taxes. I hope you recall all of this. So what is the correct chronology? Operating profit is not calculated before gross, so option A is eliminated. Operating gross, again not correct. Gross, operating and net. Your PAT is also known as what? Net profit. So my answer will be option number C. Okay, Arjun, we will wait. The correct answer is option number C. Question number 24 now. Question number 24. What is the key difference between COGS and operating expenses? Question number 24. Question number 24. Question number 24. Please give me the right answers for question number 24. I am looking for the correct answers for question number 24. Please address this question. What is the key difference between COGS and your operating expenses? COGS is a direct expense, right, which you are directly putting on the on your production expenses. Right, operating expenses are basically your indirect expenses, which you are doing on non-production basis. Like wages is a cost of goods sold because wages is directly related to the people who are working on production. Salary is an operating expense. Now, let's say if I write office rent, or should I write like this? Wages we have done, factory rent, and if I write let's say electricity bill of a factory, electricity bill of an office. Now tell me, office rent will be a operating expense or COGS? Office rent will be your operating expense. Factory rent will be your COGS. Electricity bill paid for factory will be COGS. Electricity bill which you are paying for office will be an operating expense. I hope you know how to differentiate between them. Any expense for office is an operating expense. Any expense for factory is a COGS. So my correct answer, let's try to read. COGS relates to administrative activities. No. COGS includes indirect cost. No. COGS directly attributes to production. Yes. So my correct answer will be option number C. Right, my correct answer will be option number C. Question number 25 now. Question number 25. Which of the following type of accounts are shown in balance sheet? In balance sheet, when you are making your assets and your liabilities, on asset side you will show your real accounts. On liability you have capital, your non-current liability and your current liability. Capital can be considered as a personal account, but you will not have any kind of nominal account in balance sheet because nominal accounts are transferred to your P&L and they are settled in that particular year itself. So my answer will be option number A. My answer will be option number A. Right? Now let's move forward to 26. Now you have to calculate gross profit. Sales is given to me as 1 lakh. Okay. So sales is given to me as 1 lakh. Purchases are given to me as 60,000. Wages to be charged to trading account. Trading account is that particular account in which you calculate gross profit. Like if I'm making my P&L, then trading account is the part of it only. Right? So wages is given to as what? 7,000. Wages is given as 7,000 and it is clearly given that closing stock is 3,000 more than opening. So I hope you know that how to calculate COGS. COGS is what? Opening stock plus purchases plus direct expenses minus your closing stock. So it is clearly given that closing stock is more than operating expense. So my 67,000 minus 3,000 will happen. So my overall COGS will be 64,000. And your gross profit is what? Sales minus COGS, right? Sales is 1 lakh. Your COGS is coming as 64. So it will be 36,000. Answer will be option number C. Sorry to barge in conducting such a session for management as well. We have already done it for management. Right? Answer will be option number C, which is 36,000. Cool. Right. The answer will be option number C. Next, heavy amount spent for advertising for the new company will be considered as what? Heavy amount done for the advertisement for a new company product. Advertisement for a new company product. Will it be deferred revenue expenditure, capital expenditure, either A or C? What will be the correct answer? Question number 27. Yes, it will be deferred revenue expenditure. You will carry it forward for multiple years to come. Right? It's like I am not able to utilize the expenditure in just 1 year. I will be utilizing this particular expenditure for multiple years to come. So my answer will be option number A. Right? In business, deferred revenue expenditure is incurred while accounting in an accounting period, and it can benefit expenditure over multiple years in future. For example, if you have done certain advertisement expenses which will help you in next coming 3 years also, so that will be taken as a DRE, which is deferred revenue expenditure. Next question, question number 28. Which of the following is not a short-term solvency ratio? So now we are moving to the ratios chapter. Right? Ratios chapter. Why not capital? Capital affects your assets and liabilities. In your deferred revenue, in your advertisement expenses, how is your capital impacted? Or how is your assets and liabilities impacted? Next question. Which of the following is not a short-term solvency liquidity ratio? Which of the following is not a short-term solvency liquidity ratio? So in your liquidity ratios, so last year I met you in Chandigarh SEBI Exam Center Phase 2. Okay, great news. Question 28. Which of the following is not a short-term solvency liquidity ratio? So in liquidity, we generally consider less than 1 year. So I have my current ratio. Current ratio is what? Your current assets divided by your current liability. Then you have your quick ratio. Quick assets divided by your current liability. Quick assets is the difference between current assets minus your inventory minus your prepaid expenses. Right? Cash ratio is your cash divided by your current liability. Working capital ratio is current assets divided by current liabilities. But debt to equity ratio is a long-term solvency ratio which checks the capital of the company. It's debt upon equity. So my answer will be option number D, because debt to equity is not a short-term liquidity ratio. Right? Now let's come to question number 29. A very basic question done multiple times in the class also. Dash is considered as an ideal current ratio. Ideal current ratio is 2:1. Ideal quick ratio is 1:1. Right? Ideal cash ratio is 0.5:1, and ideal debt to equity ratio is 1:1. So do remember all these. You can directly get a question in your exam also. So my correct answer over here will be option number B. Right? And in this question also I have provided you multiple information which you can use. Chaliye, next question. Question number 30. Dash plus operating profit ratio is equals to 100%. Dash plus operating profit is equals to 100%. Gross profit ratio is what? Gross profit divided by sales. Right? Net profit ratio is net profit divided by sales. Asset turnover ratio. Ideal debt to equity is, according to me, 1:1, not 2:1. Working capital ratio, I have told you, right? Current assets divided by current liability. Ideal net profit margin, this is not known to me. Can you please enlighten me on this? Himanshu. Ideal net profit margin. Ideal debt is to equity is 2:1. No. According to me, it's 1:1 only. If you are having higher debt as equity, then your interest payments will be high. Still, you can check it and let me know also on Google and all that stuff. Next question. Dash plus dash is your 100%. 30th D. Net profit ratio. No. Operating ratio will be the correct answer, because operating ratio is your, like, taking all the side of operating expenses plus operating profit is equals to 100. So my correct answer will be option number B in this particular case. 30th D. No. It will be 100% B only. Like, if you have the number of operating ratio, then 1 minus operating ratio will give you operating profit ratio. So answer will be option number B only. You have to revise your concepts of accounts. Operating profit ratio is 100 minus operating ratio. Operating ratio, you know that it is dealing with your expenses. Operating profit is dealing with your profit. So my correct answer will be option number B itself. Very easy question, not tough. Question number 31. Can anyone check the ideal ratio of debt to equity on Google and let me know? Question number 31. Can somebody just check the ideal debt to equity ratio on Google? According to me, it should be 1:1. But if I am incorrect, you can check it from Google and let me know. Rishi and this Arjun, can you please take this task up? 31, everybody, try to address question number 31. Question number 31. In the class, debt to equity ideal was taught as to 2:1. 2:1 is for current ratio, if I'm not wrong. Still, I will check and I will comment in the section. I will comment in the class itself once the class is over. Question number 31 now. Question number 31. All of you please answer question number 31. You have to just calculate the answer. Please calculate. I will comment the answer, don't worry. Yes, what is the correct answer? Yes, in buyback it is 2:1, that also I know, but it is buyback. That is totally buyback. Yes, it's 1:1 only, if I'm not wrong. Debt to equity is 1:1. After buyback, it has to be. Yes, buyback is different. Buyback is a corporate action. It's a special class of activity which is done by the company. But if you ask me, journal, what is the ideal debt to equity ratio for a company, I will say 1:1 only. I think, Arjun, you are getting confused between buyback and all that stuff. It has to be 1:1 only because I am reading account for last 8 years, so I know. Chaliye, now we have interest coverage ratio. So B Limited has a loan of 10 lakh. The interest on the loan of the first year is 125. PBIT is 5 lakh. So what is your answers over here? That was different company law, but commerce and ratios you told. Okay, I will check it, but I will have to check my class PPTs also for that purpose. Chalo, we will check it. It's a good point of discussion. Yes, the correct answer will be 4 times. Now, very easy question. You just have to remember the formula of interest coverage ratio, right? Interest coverage ratio is your PBIT divided by your interest. PBIT can also be written as EBIT over here. EBIT was given to you as 5 lakh divided by 125, which is your interest obligation. The answer will come at as 4 times. Okay. Question number 32. Calculate inventory turnover ratio from the given information. Now we have to calculate inventory turnover ratio. Inventory turnover ratio, COGS is given, closing inventory is given, excess of closing over opening is also given. So if excess of closing over opening is 20,000, then definitely my opening will be what? 60 minus 20, 40,000 only. So my opening inventory is available. I have my closing inventory and COGS also. So try to calculate your question number 32 का answer. Excess of closing inventory over opening inventory. Excess of closing inventory over opening inventory will be what? Like this is very easy, right? You can directly calculate. 32B, 150 divided by what? Yes, simply saying you just have to solve the question. E, none of the above. None of the above. C, somebody is saying 2.5 times. Rishi is going with B 3 times. Simple, eh? This is not tough. If you remember the basic formula of your inventory turnover ratio, it is basically your COGS divided by average inventory. COGS divided by average inventory. So if your opening is coming as 40, closing is already given to you as 60, the average will come out as what? 50,000. The average will come out as 50,000. So 1,50,000 is your COGS divided by your average inventory, which is in our case is coming as 50. So 150 divided by 50 will give you 3 times only. Right? I don't know what other students are doing. E kaise aa sakta hai? None of the above, no. The correct answer will be option number B only. For your debtors days, for your creditor days, certain kind of same ratio has been made in this particular case. Question number 33. Now you have to calculate working capital turnover ratio. Working capital turnover ratio is calculated on sales. But for that you first have to calculate working capital. Working capital is your current assets minus current liability. Average नहीं किया. Okay, वही करना था question में actually. Please try to tell me answer for question number 33. Current assets, let's do the total. 10,000 for your cash. Bills receivable is 515. Sundry debtors 25 and 20. So it will be 60. Yes. And your sundry creditor is given to you as 30. So what will be the right answer for 33? चलिए बताइए. This is 50. This is 30. 30 plus 20 is 50. 50 plus 10 is your 60,000 as your current assets. Your creditors is given to you as 30,000. So your working capital comes out to be as what? 30,000 only. Right? Your working capital comes out as 30,000. Now you have working capital turnover ratio. What will be the answer? D. Working capital turnover ratio. Yes, the answer will be A only, right? 1,50,000 divided by 30. So your working capital came out as what? 30,000 only, right? Now your working capital turnover ratio is what? Sales divided by working capital. So your working capital is 30,000. 1,50,000 divided by 30 will give you 5 times only. I don't know what logic you are using for calculating 2. Rishi and all of you, why D is correct? 15 by 3. 1,50,000 by 30,000 hoga, right? So it will be 5 times. Don't go wrong in certain easy questions like this. Chaliye, question number 34. Debt to equity ratio of one company is 1:2. Debt to equity ratio of one company is 1:2. What is the effect of conversion of debentures into preference shares? What is the effect of conversion into preference shares? Debt to equity is your debt divided by equity. Right? Now, if you convert your debentures into preference shares, debenture is a kind of a debt. Right? So your debt will reduce and your equity will increase. Right? Equity basically is your shareholder fund. Remember this. So if debt goes down and if equity increases, what will be the impact on your debt to equity ratio? उल्टा कर दिया था. Okay. Debt to equity ratio will decrease because your denominator is increasing, numerator is decreasing. So your overall fraction value will also decrease. So the correct answer is option number B. Right? Chaliye, question number 35. Taking some questions from some special chapters like accounting standards, cash flow and all that stuff. Chaliye, last 15 questions to go. Cash flow is made as per accounting standard 3. Right? So 2 ka, fern ka 2 hoga. Property, plant and equipment is discussed under AS 10. Valuation of inventories and investment. Investments are discussed under AS 13 and inventories are discussed under AS 2. And your revenue is discussed under AS 9. Your foreign exchange transactions is discussed under AS 11. Right? So once you solve this, you will get the answer is what? Just always 1 ka 3. 1 ka 3 is not correct because 1 ka 2 hona chahiye, which is only present in option B or C. Right? So now only 2 options are left for me. Property, plant and equipment is AS 10, so 2 is correct in both these cases. Valuation of inventory should be AS 2, which is only correct in option number B. So my correct answer will be option number B only. Right? And these are the different statements. If you want to remember, you can remember. But AS2 is important for your syllabus. If you see, AS9 is important, AS3 is important, AS11 is important, AS13 is important, which we have already done, and AS10, which is your property, plant and equipment, that is also important. Right? Chaliye, question number 36 now. Which of the following with respect to account inventories is incorrect? You have to identify the incorrect statements. चलिए बताइए, as per AS2, which of the following with respect to inventories is incorrect? Or as per accounting standards, which of the following is incorrect? Should we remember NDAS? First remember AS, then NDAS. Question number 36. In our marathon, we will remember NDAS also. चलिए बताइए question number, I would say what? Question number 36. 36. A primary issue in accounting for inventory is the determination of values at which inventories are carried in the financial statements. Yes, so you have your valuation के लिए multiple methods now, FIFO, LIFO and whatnot. But as per the accounting standards, you cannot use LIFO. Only FIFO and weighted average is allowed. Net realizable value is estimated selling price of an ordinary course of business less the cost of completion and the estimated cost of necessary to make a sale. Okay. Inventory should be valued at a higher of cost and realizable. No, they should be valued at a lower. Right? So my answer will be option number C. C, because as per principle of prudence also you have to value at a lower price. Right? So my answer will be option number C. When will Maha Marathon happens? It will happen somewhere around 28th of December. Right? You will get the schedule on YouTube, don't worry. Question number 37 now. 37 is on your screen. Try to solve it, all of you. Next question is on your screen. Try to solve it. Question number 37. 37 everybody. Which of the following is incorrect? Carrying amount is the cost of an asset less its real residual value. The depreciation is systematic allocation of depreciation amount. Yes, the residual value of an asset is estimated amount this. An impairment is happening on that. Yes, very good. Carrying amount is cost of asset minus its depreciation, not its residual value. So my answer will be option number A. Rest all the statements were correct. Right? So answer will be option number A. Okay. The correct answer will be option number A. I can see participation is now reducing because the level of questions is increasing. Next question. Which of the following will be classified as a cost of property, plant and equipment as per AS10? So if you see there in AS10 they have told you that what cost you have to include in your PPE and what cost you not have to include. So what will be the correct answer for 38? 38 everybody. Please try to answer question number 38. 38. Which of the following should be classified as a cost of an item under property, plant and equipment? Opening the cost of new facility? No, not at all. Cost of introducing new products? No, because if your machine is already ready and if you are adding new product cost, then this does not make any sense. Conducting business in a new location? No, new location is also not included. Government grants are also not included. So if you see, none of the above will be the correct answer. None of the above will be the correct answer, which is option number E. Right? Now let's move to the 39th. 38th ke baad we have 39th. Everybody please try to answer question number 39. In order to include foreign currency transactions and foreign currency operations in financial statements, as per AS11, what will be the correct answer? Transactions must be expressed at what? And the financial statements operation must be translated into what? In order to include foreign currency transactions, foreign operations in the financial statements of an enterprise, transaction must be expressed in what? And financial statements of a foreign operation must be translated into reporting currency, not US dollar. Reporting currency में आपको लाना होगा because this is what AS11 says, and for this there are multiple different terms and conditions. But remember the basic one. The correct answer will be option number A. Right? I hope you know the rules of AS11 also. One more question from AS13. AS13 is about investments, right? Chaliye, AS13. Question number 40. 40. Now we are talking about question number 40. As per AS13, why people are saying C? No, answer will be option number A only. Why will you do transaction in foreign currency? Right? You will do it in your reporting currency only. 40th. Question number 40th. Investments are classified as long-term and current investments. Yes, obviously yes. Cost of an investments include acquisition charges. On disposal, The difference between carrying amount and the disposal proceeds net of expenses is recognized as a capital reserve. 40th. Rishi is going with D. All of the above is true. Wow. All of the above is true. Wow. Disposal, the difference between carrying amount and the disposal net of expenses is recognized as a capital reserve. Wow. Is it recorded in capital reserve or profit and loss account? How can D be the correct answer? It will be option number E only, right? It is not recorded in capital reserve. Capital reserve has its own different means, like sale of asset and whatnot, right? My answer will be E. The disposal amount is basically whatever you have been getting, that will be recognized in P&L. So my answer will be option number E. Come on guys, you have to revise. If you don't revise, then how will you survive? Yes, P&L is the correct answer. Capital reserve has its own different ways to get money, but not disposal one. 41. A portion of share capital that is reserved by the company and will be utilized only when the happening of winding up of the company is happening. That will happen on which particular type of reserve? A portion of share capital, so you have authorized capital. Then you have your issued capital. From issued capital, you have your subscribed capital. In subscribed capital, some part will be paid, some part will be unpaid. And then you have your last capital, which we call it as reserve capital, which I will only call once my business is getting when my business is getting closed. So my answer will be option number A, reserve capital. Right? It is a kind of a capital which is only called when your business is getting closed. So 41 answer will be option number A. 42. This is the same question which we have done in our classes also. 42. Suppose the following amounts were payable by the share of the company. So total 10 is called like this: application pe 3, allotment pe 3, first call 2, and the second call is also 2. A person holding 500 shares only paid the application allotment. So he didn't pay you first call and final call. So he didn't pay you 2 on first and 2 on final. So his total amount due will be what? 4. 4 into 500 shares will be 2000. And B was holding 400 shares. He did not make the final call. So he didn't pay you rupees 2. So his total amount due is 800. So 2000 plus 800 will give you answer option number C. Right? Answer will be option number C, not D. It's 2000 plus 800, 2800, which is basically the amount call in arrears. This is not been received so far. So my answer will be option number C, obviously. Right? Question number 43, everybody now. Which of the following head forfeited share is presented as per the balance sheet? Generally in balance sheet we write the paid up capital only. But as per Schedule 3 of the Companies Act, forfeited shares will be presented in which part of the balance sheet? Reserves and surplus, share capital, other non-current liabilities, or other current liabilities? Question number 43. Yes, forfeited shares are presented under your shares, reserves and surplus. No, they are represented in share capital. And this is a factual information present under Schedule 3 of the Companies Act. So very easy question. I hope you would have also marked the correct answer, which is option number B. Right? Although forfeited share is also shown in working notes, but as per Schedule 3, the correct answer will be option number B only. Right? 44. What is the maximum buyback shareholder special resolution with the maximum buyback limit? Maximum buyback limit if you are passing a special resolution. If only board approval is needed, then the maximum buyback is of 10%. But if you get your approval from the shareholders through special resolution, then the same limit is 25%. So my answer will be option number D. Agreed or not? 44D. Yes. D for Dholak. Or D for Dehradun. Right? Question number 45. Which form contains the declaration of insolvency if you are doing buyback? If you are doing buyback, then which form will considered as a declaration of insolvency? Declaration of insolvency is declared under SH9. Right? A kind of a factual question which you will deal in your Companies Act also. The correct answer will be option number C. right? And this form is mandatory, right? Chaliye, question number 46. When the employee exercise ESOPs at premium, they are exercising ESOPs at premium, which of the following will increase in balance sheet? They are exercising means what? That they are opting for it. So if they are exercising ESOPs at premium, which of the following will increase in balance sheet? बताइए correct answer, all of you. When the employee exercise ESOPs at premium, which of the following will increase in balance sheet? Share capital, security premium, bank balance, profit and loss account. So these are the four things which will be impacted or not. You have to tell me. SH12. Next question. Question number 46. 46B. Yes, my share capital will increase because shares will be given to the employees. My securities premium account will increase because I am issuing the ESOPs at premium, and my bank balance will also increase because when I am issuing the shares I will get the cash. So my correct answer will be option number B, and the correct answer will be B only. Yes, PLL impact after vesting only. Very good. Right. Question number 47. As per Schedule 3, which of the following must be disclosed under notes to account and not to the face of financial statements? As per note to the accounts, which of the following is disclosed but not on the financial statements? 47. P&L decrease. Why it will decrease? Only after vesting it will, like whether the employees are in profit or not, that and will then it will be impacted, but on exercising how it will impact P&L. Question number 47. As per schedule, which of the following must be disclosed under notes to account and not on the face of financial statements? Corporate social responsibility expenditure, share capital, borrowings, revenue from operations, or PPE? Yes, CSR you will show differently, right? So CSR will be the correct answer, which is option number C. Right. Question number 48. Which of the following best describes window dressing in financial statements? So last 3 questions to go. Everybody please show your energy. Window dressing means what? That you are presenting financial data using uniform accounting standards? No. Reporting financial statements to make company financial position appear to be stronger than actually it is? Yes. Window dressing actually is a kind of a negative thing to do. You are showing your profits as 50,000, but in reality your profit is just 5,000. So this is known as window dressing. The correct answer will be option number B. The correct answer will be option number B. Right? 49 now. Question number 49. 49. Among the following, payment of bonus to an employee by an insurance company will be regarded as what? Payment to bonus of employees. Now I know this is not a capital related activity, so this will not impact my financing. This is also not my investing activity because I am not investing anywhere. So whatever is left is operating only. So my answer will be option number A, operating activities. Right, my answer will be option number A, operating activities, because it is not impacting my capital of the company, so financial activities will not be impacted. I am not investing also, so this will also not be impacted. So whatever is left is operating only, so you will put it under operating activities. So answer will be option number A. Right. Last question of the day before we wind up. In the case of financial enterprise, dividend received will be shown under what? A financial enterprise. This is not a journal enterprise, right? So their major dealing will be with the money only. So in the case of financial enterprise, dividend received will be what? See, if it is a normal business as in like selling goods, then receiving dividend is an investing activity. But for a financial business, it will be operating activity because ये उनका रोज का काम होगा. So answer will be option A again. No, for normal business is investing, but for financial enterprise it will be operating. Right? So answer will be option number A. Dividend received by a financial enterprise should be an operating. but this is financial enterprise. But for other activities, it will be for investment activities, for other enterprise, I mean. Okay. So that completes our overall weekend marathon for commerce and accounts. I hope you would have got some value, not much, because more value will only come once you revise. Right? So this is the end of our overall marathon for commerce and accounts. I hope you enjoyed it. All of you, were you happy? And I have tried my best to pick questions from multiple chapters so that you can revise all the important concepts. Yes, Arjun, please ask your doubt. If I am in A, I will wait for your doubt. No. If you see in financing activities, basically dividend received is an investment because you are doing investment in some shares and you are getting return. So that is an investment. But for financial enterprise, their business will be different. Their business is to deal with some financial capital. So for them, it's an operating activity. How to cover fund flow? Can we get a recorded video? You can cover it through summary sheet also, right, Arjun? That chapter is very basic. That chapter is very, very basic. Right? Next marathon will be after 28th December. But next marathon of commerce and accounts after 28th December. But if you are asking for weekend marathons, then definitely they will happen in the next week now. The subjects are costing and economics, taken by Ashima ma'am and Kritika ma'am. Okay. Arjun, is your doubt clear? Yes, debt to equity. See, what I will do is I will do my research, and within 3 hours from now, I will post the answer in the comment box of this particular video itself. Let me see that what I have taught to you in the classes, because as per the best of my knowledge, debt to equity is 1:1 only. But after buyback, yes, it's 2:1. But as per the journal case, it's your, I would say what? As per your journal case, it has to be 1:1 only. So after 3 hours, I will comment. You can come and check that particular comment. Okay. Chaliye ji, all the very best. Keep preparing in the best manner. You all perform very well. But don't go wrong in your exams on easy questions. Bye bye. Have a great time ahead.